This is Kayla
and Stephanie,
presenting
Macbeth,
Act 1,
Scene 3. Where hast thou been, sister?
Killing swine. Sister, where thou?
A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap, and mounched and mounched and mounched. Give me, quoth I. Aroint thee, witch, the rump-fed Ronian cries. Her husband's to Aleppo gone, master the tiger, but in a sieve I'll thither sail, and like a rat without a tail, I'll do, and I'll do.
I'll give thee a wind,
Thou'rt kind,
and I another.
I myself have all the other, and the very ports they blow. All the quarters that they know is a shipman's card. I'll drain him dry as hay, sleep shall neither night nor day hang upon his penthouse lid. He shall live a man forbid, weariest of nights 9 times 9, shall he dwindle, peak and pine. Though his bark cannot be lost, yet it shall be tempest tossed. Look what I have.
Show me, show me.
Here I have a pilot's thumb, racked as homeward he did come.
A drum, Macbeth doth come.
The weird sisters, hand in hand, posters of the sea and land, thus do go about, thrice to thine, and thrice to mine, and thrice again to make up 9. Peace, the charms wound up. So foul and fair a day I have not seen. How far is it called to forest? What are these, so withered and so wild in their attire, that look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on it? Live you, or are you aught? That man may question. You seem to understand me, by each at once her chappy finger laying upon her skinny lips. You should be women, and yet your beards forbid me to interpret that you are so. Speak, if you can. What are you? All hail, Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Glamis!
All hail, Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor! All hail, Macbeth! That shalt be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you start, and seem to fear things that do sound so fair? In the name of truth, are ye fantastical, or that indeed which outwardly ye show? My noble partner, you greet with present grace, and great prediction, of noble having and of royal hope, that he seems rapt withal. To me you speak not. If you can look into the seeds of time, and say which grain will grow and which will not, speak then to me, who neither beg nor fear your favours nor your hate. Hail!
Hail! Hail!
Lesser than Macbeth, and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier. Thou shalt get king, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail! Stay, you imperfect speakers, tell me more. By Sinel's death I know I am Thane of Glamis. But how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman, and to be king stands not within the prospect of belief, no more than to be Cawdor. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why, upon this blasted heath, you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you. The earth hath bubbles, as the water has, and these are of them. Whither are they vanished? Into the air, and what seemed corporal melted, as breath into the wind. Would they had stayed. Were such things here as we do speak about, or have we eaten on the insane root that takes the reason prisoner? Your children shall be kings. You shall be king. Act 1, Scene 7. If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence, and catch, with his surcease success, that but this blow might be the be-all and the end-all. Here, but here, upon this bank and shoal of time, we jump the life to come. But in these cases we still have judgment here, that we but teach bloody instructions, which being taught return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips. He is here in double trust, first, as I am his kinsman, and his subject, strong, both against the deed, then as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like angels trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off. and pity, like a naked newborn babe, striding the blast, or heaven's cherubim horsed, upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow the horrid deed in every eye, the tears shall drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself, and falls on the other. How now? What news?
He has almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
Know you not he has?
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which would now be born in their newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since, and wasted now to look so green and pale at what it did so freely? From this time such I account thy love. Art thou afeard to be the same in thine own act and valour as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that which thou esteem the ornament of life, and live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would, like the poor cat if the adage.
Prithee, peace! I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When durst you do then you were a man, and to be more than what you were, you would be so much more the man. Nor time nor place did then adhere, and yet you would both make both. They have made themselves, and that their fitness now does unmake you. I have given suck, and I know how tender it is to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums, and dashed the brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail?
We fail, but screw your courage in the sticking place, and will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, where to the rather shall his day's hard journey soundly invite him? His 2 chamberlains will I with wine and with ale so convince that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be fume, and the receipt of reason a limbrick only. When in swinish sleep their drenched nature lies in a death, what cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan, what not put upon his spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt of our great quell?
Bring forth men children only, for thy undaunted mettle should compose nothing but males. Will it not be received when we have marked with blood those sleepy 2 of his own chamber, and used their very daggers that they have done it?
Who dares receive it other, as we shall make our griefs and clamour war upon his death?
I am settled, and bend up each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away, and mock the time with fairest show. False face must hide what the false heart doth know.